Hi everyone, Scott Flanagan here again. Um, this is a video about my DJ service and my plans for it. As you see in my gig there, my picture and my equipment there. What I'm still working on it, it's still being built up. Most of that stuff I custom made myself, and all that equipment and stuff like that. I've worked hard for, and a couple of friends of mine helped me out in the process too. It's like the amplifier was given by me by my friend and stuff like that. I'm still working at it. I'm still building up. My next plan is to make a facade, so I can hide all my equipment behind it, and so it won't be out in the open. It looks, as you see in my video, it kind of looks like a mess right there. I like to put a facade so you can't see that. That's one of my plans are. That's one of my eventually. I do have lights, and you see in my previous videos, most of you see my face is light up in like a bluish color. Those are my DJ lights here I'm using. I gotta fix something on them eventually after my next gig. When I get it, I'm planning to buy 2 more tripods. As you see, it's got my speaker supported up on there for my light. Those were my lights. But for this last gig I didn't need my lights because it was during the day and outside. So I decided to do the next step and put my speakers on the tripods. The mounts itself, I had to buy from Lowe's. I put there. They weren't very cheap at all, and I could have probably gotten them cheaper, but I was in a rush to get it done and taken care of. They cost me about $50 to have those done and get them done. So, friends of mine helped get. I had a hard time trying to find what to find in the hardware store and stuff, what to figure to use to put on my tripods. Angela and Carl, they helped me out with that problem, and we figured that out when we were in the store when they were helping me get that stuff and everything else. And I appreciate the help. That's just it. I was like trying to figure out what to use for a mount that'll fit my tripod so it won't shake or move, and the only thing it will do is swivel. That's all it did. So it just turned right and left, stuff like that. So it won't fall on somebody. So I was always, my safety is always my concern when I always do a gig. I don't want my equipment falling on somebody and getting hurt. Safety is always my concern. My next step is since some of my lights got not functional, my LED lights, one of the colors went out and stuff like that. I'm using LEDs. It's pretty bright, as you see in one of my videos. The red color went out. They're not expensive to buy. They're like $15 for about a 15-foot strip of them. I already got the power source for it and the sound sensor already there. I just gotta get the replacement for the lights. My next step is instead of using a 2x4 to mount the lights to, is using a piece of PVC pipe that so I can wrap it into the PVC pipe. That way it looks a little bit better. My light trosh was made out of PVC pipe, all PVC pipe. If you've noticed in some of my videos, if you've seen it, that's all PVC pipe I made. I found a video on YouTube that put that together. It holds pretty good. It holds a lot of weight. Yeah. And I can actually extend that as far as I want to. As I said, my next gig, my plan is to buy new LED lights and some PVC pipe to put those on there, and try to make a facade. And I like to, if I can, I like to make an SKD rack. And what an SKD rack is it's a rack system that you can put your amplifier in, your EQ, all your amplifier and stuff in. That way it's a lot easier to carry. You don't have to you saw me in my video of packing my friend's van. You saw how those 3 pieces right there, when the guy handed me them, it almost slid right off. That I want to get in a rack system to mount into it, So that's what I'm planning to do. Alright, as I said, I'd like to get SKD rack built. The thing is, with those, I mean, you buy an SKD rack already made for you, they're very expensive, you know, very expensive. Yeah, I'd rather build it myself, and everything else. And I love to get eventually a bigger screen TV for my music videos. That's a 32-inch screen usually seen in my picture and video. Eventually I'd like to get a bigger screen for that, you know. And that's one of my plans, basically. I'm hoping I get much better equipment. And another thing is, I already got 2 boxes already ready to go for speakers. The hold 215 in. I got 2 boxes. They both hold 215s in each box. And then I need a mid and a tweeter to put in. They're empty boxes, and plus I need to get crossovers for them. That's one of the plans. They're nice boxes, and they're in storage right now. I haven't got, it's like that one box right there you see with my 215s in it by itself. That was an empty box when I got, a friend of mine gave it to me. I had to modify it to hold 215s. It was only meant to hold 1. So what I did is cut the front out and put a new piece in and put new 2 holes for 15s and just placed that board on top and everything else. But yeah. It's one of my plans are, but the speakers I want, I like to get professional speakers. Those are basically what you see. Those are household speakers, actually. I used, even though they're good. I mean, I have no problem. They do great, but they're not as good quality. I'd like to get better. That's one of my plans. I'm still building on it. The speakers I want for professional, it's going to cost me for about $400 to $500 to put into it once I order the speakers. I mean, once I get these, I gotta get my boxes out of storage for that reason and stuff like that. Eventually, I like to get down to that, but it is expensive at that point. Speakers ain't cheap. That's one of my plans there too. I am the DJ gig went pretty well for this classic car show. They already told me they want me to come back next year. I mean, I'm trying to build my clientele up. It's basically, as right now, I do have my advertisements on Craigslist and Google+, but I still need to work on, it still needs to get more people to come to me to see how well I am. It's basically word of mouth pretty much right now. The more the better. I'm hoping to get clientele. There wasn't a big turnout as they hoped for the show as last year. They were hoping for more people, but it wasn't a big turnout. As you've seen in the videos, they were hoping, and things didn't work out this year for them. But next year, hopefully it will. But it might do because of the weather and stuff. You know, yeah, it's understandable. It was going to rain. We just got down for it poured. We just got lucky. Well, that's basically that's what I'm planning to do with my DJ service, and hopefully grow it bigger. And that's why I'm still working on my equipment, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, as I said, nobody. Like I said, they had a couple things given to me for the stuff I have, but most of it I paid out of my own pocket. It's like the 212s you see on my tripods. Those speakers I bought for $20 from somebody, and they're Pioneers, 12-inch Pioneer speakers. And the tweeters I ordered on eBay, tweeter horns. The boxes I made from a diagram I found online, and it's a good diagram. I mean, it did a good job on the boxes. Could do better. I was planning to put felt on it, but that money was an issue at that point. And it's like, well, I just sprayed and painted them black, flat black, instead of putting felt on them. I like to put handles on so it's easy to carry. Now I gotta adjust the bottom part of it because I got that mount on the bottom. The thing screws loose, but it still has that one piece that holds on the bottom. I'm planning to put some wood so it'll stay flat. So around like a frame deal. That's one of my plans. Hopefully it grows bigger down the road. Hope I get more clientele, more people, I mean, I get good payouts on this. I mean, right now I'm increasing my rates a bit because a lot of people told me I should charge more, but this last DJ gig, I almost scared them off because I was told to charge this much, but apparently it wasn't a good idea because I almost scared them off. I was going to charge them $400 to do the gig, but instead I made it an exception and went down to $300. When I first started, I was only charging $200. That was all I was charging. That's if I had my own means of transportation, without paying anybody. So I got to the point where I had to start finding people to get me back and forth to the gig. I had to start charging a little bit more. I had to put $250 a gig. So basically, my averaging right now on price-wise is basically a $300 gig for basically 4 hours. That's even though it's for 2 hours, I'm going to still charge about $300. You know, that's how I am on that. But there's no point in hiring a DJ for just 2 hours. Minimum hour rate is 4 hours. That's what I'm going to usually do. But if it comes down to 2 hours, it's still 2 or 3 hours, I'm still going to charge the same amount. The reason a lot of people are calling me because a lot of the DJ they originally hired, they're the professional one. They're actually the one that's got the good equipment, the best equipment. Normally they got canceled on. This is more than once has happened to me. They canceled on them. And that's the reason why I usually get the gig right away, because they call me up, say, "Ooh, well, you know, it's very questionable going to people like me." But if people try me out, they see how well I am. Most of my training was done in Jackson High. I worked for Dramatech at Jackson High for about a couple years there. You know, my training was the audio. You know, I wanted to be a sound tech. That was my dream. You know, well, not just a sound tech. I really wanted to be a DJ. There's a movie called Juice. If you ever heard of it, that's what inspired me. I'd like to try to do the scratching, mixing, stuff like that, you know, but I don't have the equipment or I don't know anybody willing to train me how to do all that. You know, teach me. You know, it's like eventually I would like to get that stuff and learn how to do it. And make my own beats and stuff like that. That's one of my plans. If it gets to it, you know. This video is getting lengthy anyways right now. So, thanks for watching. Well, actually, before I say that, that's my whole plan right now for my DJ service. The only reason why I got it started is because, well, I was planning to start after high school sometime, but life hit me, and then basically that became priority, like living, getting a job, stuff like that. You know, I had to get some income coming in. And then eventually went down the road and my job search started becoming really tough and hard. And that's why I started my computer repair service. Then down the road, my stepsister inspired me. She encouraged me to go further. She asked me to do a party for her at her house. And that's when it just launched off right there. And it's like the stuff I gotten, and I started working with it. And I just started with a house stereo, a regular, good, powerful house stereo, and two 12-inch speakers. That's all I started out with. Yeah, that's how I started. And look where I'm at now. Look what I have. You see, I'm still building that. It's not done. And it's probably going to still continue building, even think it's done. And I still got to work at it. Do a lot of people think, why do I use a desktop? Laptop's more convenient to carry. Yes, it's a lot easier to carry around, but a desktop gives me more to work with. I have more options with a desktop computer. There's more stuff. I can upgrade my sound card. I can do other things with it. You know, there's like a lot of things I can do with it. With a desktop, with a laptop, can't do. You can buy stuff, hook up your USB ports and stuff, and you'll notice the difference between a desktop and a laptop in quality. When it comes to a desktop, the desktop's going to outweigh the laptop any day on that point. You know, I could do a lot with a desktop more than the laptop can. That's the reason why I use a desktop. Yes, it's more bulkier, but more options. Alright, that's basically the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And everybody have a good day, hopefully. And hopefully I can make it past this day. That's all I hope. Thank you.